Front left.
Hey all, welcome to the Saturday stream. Most of you know me, I'm CF. Wow, we got a lot to unpack in this stream this weekend. So we're going to have a lot of fun, interesting stuff to go over. We're going over new bots. We're going over the new MetaMakers bundle that's currently out. And some of the new buildings. I see I got a couple of my regulars on, like Fireclaw. We've got Dread. We've got, who's that? Asboard Real. Welcome to the stream. We've got Dread81. Got Twilight Tier. We've got Maddie. We've got Chad Swain. We've got Smokescreen. He finally showed up. Yay! We've got Roy Gamer. We've got Spen. So they're all the regulars are here. Well, almost all the regulars. We're missing Cheeto. But he'll probably show up soon. He's probably off somewhere dazed and confused, but love the guy nonetheless. So yeah, we've got a lot packed into this. Hey, we've got Q. Hey Q, good to see you. We've got Ghost. Okay, so you guys were just lurking. That's nice. That's good. But yeah, boy, do we have a lot to unpack. So, obviously, most of you probably already know. We've got 2 new bots coming. They're Wheelie and Crasher. They are special ranged currently. They have a somewhat unique ability. It's similar to some other bots in the game, but we'll dive into that later. It's called Velocity Hex. We've got new buildings that were showcased from the newsletter from HQ19. These are our new Energon harvesters. I kind of really like these designs. They kind of look like my computer, but because I do have a water-cooled chip on my computer, but I don't have the harvesting cylinders on the sides. So maybe I'll have to turn around and add those to my system at some point. But I really do like I do like some of the designs that are going on with HQ19. It's getting it's coming together. It's really coming together really nicely. Really liking how it's happening. And then one of the biggest things this weekend, they went live on Thursday, I believe, was Solja's MetaMakers bundle. Yeah, I have my own bundle coming soon. And I'll discuss that probably down the line a little bit when it's getting closer for my bundle to go live. But Soldier's got a great bundle. He's got Red Alert and Run Amok, Blue Streak and Wild Rider, SG, Jetfire and Thundercracker, Nose Cone and Drillhorn, and Wheeljack and Shockwave in his bundle. So that's going to be an exciting bundle in that regard. Smokescreen. Yes, we have Wheelie and the GoBot Crasher. Just so that people understand, back in, I want to say, the mid to late 90s, Hasbro bought out Tonka or bought the rights to the GoBots, one of the two, I don't remember exactly, and incorporated them into the line. They were like the entry-level toddler Transformers. So, yeah. So we've got that. Mark, yes, they are range specials similar to Sideways, but they are significantly better than Sideways. I mean, there's really no way to say it, but almost any bot is better than Sideways at the moment. And I'm not trying to upset Q or any of the devs that are lurking in the stream, but yeah, Sideways was just horrible. Of course, we got some new ads down below. Well, just one new ad down below. The CFTactics experience. So if you guys see that, you'll like it. Twilight. I don't know when my bundle is going live. Probably, if I were to speculate, probably next week or at least in 2 weeks. But yeah, I have put my MetaMakers bundle together, and as we joked with the dev team and the creators team, mine's kind of like an anti-meta makers bundle, but it's still good nonetheless. Soldiers also got a giveaway going on the official Discord server for 5 people to 5 people to get a free bundle. So definitely make sure to join that. So we can ensure that the bundle gets out there. It's been a good bundle. I've liked it. I didn't buy one just because I'm a little strapped right now. Creating a new taking on a new job and stuff. It's always delicate that way. But yeah, we've got Wheelie and Crasher. Those are our new bots. And I'll go over a little bit more detail with them right now before we bring them into play and go along with them. Because I'm having difficulties today. It's me. But yeah, they are ranged specials. And they actually have really good health right now. We got them literally yesterday in playtest. Bye, Mark. No problem. I understand. Watch the replay. And they have some decent equipability. They also take on the Cosmic Rust Blaster for equipability as well. They are susceptible to motion sensing mines, which we'll get into in a little bit. So this will be a fun, interesting bot to play with and experiment with today on the live stream. So no, Roy Gamer, they have electrical damage. So you want to pair them with a cryobot. But like I said, jumping a little ahead, but we'll get there. And just keep in mind, like Twilight here just said, we just got these bots yesterday, so a lot of the information is subject to change. Stats will change, perhaps the ability, the ranges, stuff like that. So these are freshly baked, right out of the oven. We don't really know what where the final bots are going to lay, but they're here. They're on playtest, and they're actually not bad from what we've played with so far. And keep in mind, we've only had them for like a day. So they're not all that bad, and they do have a G1 core, which just increases their ability damage by a percentage, also increases their stealth. So the ability is called Velocity Hex. We'll see it in action here. So don't worry, we will get it in the stream and show it off. And you can gain stealth for up to, I believe it is 15 seconds. I don't have the, I do have the maxed G1 core, so it's actually a max of 10 seconds then. And they rush into a target and come back. Their ability, a lot of people on playtests have compared them to Iron Bison. They do somewhat function that way, but not quite. Hey, Dr. Claw, glad to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. But they do deal electrical damage, and on impact, they disable the target for up to 7.5 seconds. So that is kind of a interesting paradigm, whereas Iron Bison just goes in and smashes them. Wheelie and Crasher will disable the target, and They also have like this little burst system that deals 2.5 times the damage to enemies around it in a small area. And their special ability 11 also reduces the range and attack speed of the enemy by like 95%. It's mad. It's crazy, and it can help you out. I'm not gonna say that it's great at the moment. Like I said, we're still playing with it. We're still tweaking it. We're still making some adjustments to it, and because we just got him yesterday. But yeah, it's a great little bot. And as you guys know, we've got to. We still got room to play with. We still got some time to make some tweaks. But here he is. I just mashed him together with a half decent damage team. It's actually, I didn't update the speed, but the speed is like 2.7, so it's one of the fastest bots out there. I think 3.0 is the top. And Fireclaw, we will answer that question as well. Just watch. I'll show you. And I'll go into zone 15 since that's fairly average right now. Now, what I'm going to show you is the maxed 5-star. Just like I was showing the specs earlier, it's the maxed 5-star. But we're probably gonna play around a little bit with it with the 4-star. But I'm gonna give you a preview of what it can do as long as I don't hit a mine or anything. We'll come up here and we'll target this laser turret. And as you see, it did some damage right around the target. It did a nice bit of damage. And it actually has a decent overall range. And I mean, I was able to take out three devices on that. Now this is just Wheelie alone and the Titan. You know, I haven't brought anybody, or Crasher. I haven't brought anybody else into it. But there you go. I mean, it can help clear out some bases, some clusters. I don't think he's going to clear out the shield gen cluster. I don't think that's going to be a viable use for Wheelie or Crasher at this point. But you can come in, and he does electrical damage. He kind of acts like a scout. And yeah, Roy, it's like Iron Bison or Lightspeed. But like I said, the difference is that he does electrical damage rather than cryo. So that might be a pair up that we want to consider. And hey Husky, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Fireclaw, he could be really fun with Tigerhawk as well, considering that Tigerhawk does that nice aerial AOE. So we could possibly tackle that as well. And for those of you that kind of missed it, I'll bring it back. Oop, I just crashed. I crashed my phone. That was me. Don't worry, guys. That was me. I did that. There we go. But yeah, it's an interesting little bot. It really is. It's not all that, and he's got a fairly decent range, though a few of us have said that he could use a little bit more, but we don't really want him out all that much. You know, just a minor tweak. But here's his base stats, and without, you know, the Titan perks or the G1 core perk or anything like that, we can adjust all this. Cheswayne asks, can we stun Cosmos? I'm probably going to say no, because Cosmos, when he's in an outpost or in his alt mode, is in the air and he can't really be caught. But this will be an interesting adjustment to try out. We'll have to try that. I'll have to put Mind Wipe out on one of my outposts, and we'll have to try it out. Roy Gamer asks, what kind of combats does he adjust? Mostly ranged combats. He does a few companions, but mostly they're ranged ones. He also, like I said, he also equips the Cosmic Rust Blaster as well. So we can explore what would be good for him in this case. We were trying Tyrannotron and Scorpulator on him on playtest. A lot of us did, and we kind of liked that mashup. Worked really well with them. We really liked that build. Twilight will tell you, he's probably tried them with Fracas and a couple of others to extend his range. But it's definitely an interesting bot. And Blackout, aka Alcana, welcome to the stream. You weren't going to sneak in that easily. And yes, I did see you, and yeah, he's kind of designed as a disruptor. In that regard, breaking up clustered areas of bases, changing the pathing for your bots in that entire kind of use. He can do some good damage right off the get-go, as you guys were seeing, and if you want, I'll apply Scorpulator to him this time. And we'll do the 5-star since we're playing with the 5-star. Though I wanted to show you the 4-star as well, guys. But we'll go with the 5-star right now. And so here's a good build for him. Here's the stats again. Blackout says he thinks Rat Bat might be a good combat for him. We'll give it a shot. That's why we do these streams, get community feedback and such, and do some testing, some builds, So we'll try Rat Bat after we do the Scorpulator, because this really looks. This bot has a lot of promise. I'm not gonna lie. I am liking how this bot is coming out. I honestly didn't think I would, but I actually am. And Dread, that's just the placeholder bot. Ooh, here we go. Here's an interesting one. So yeah, this will be fun to play with. And we'll get him down in here, and we'll see what he does with Scorpulator attached to him. That Scorpulator and Tyrannotron are the newest combats that I covered a couple of weeks ago. And let's see what he does. Oh, wow. Yeah, this 5-star really does some mean damage, even against harvesters. So you're not going to be able to bait this bot too much. And now let's head up a little bit higher, go for that mortar, which just got taken up by the Titan. Ugh. So yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, he's doing some good damage. He's got a nice AoE around the other ones. He's not going to completely clear out, bases, but he'll definitely break up and stuff. And just help take out some stuff. Ooh, here we go. Just ignored Alita 1. That's terrific. I love that. Just ignored the combat or the outpost altogether. That was funny. That was funny right there. Just ignored Alita 1. So yeah, I got to admit, I kind of like that idea. Ooh, I just got disabled as I just got some ability points up. There we go. Let's go attack this laser cannon. And he went. And Scorpulator seems to be giving them some extra health too, so that's nice as well. That's really, really nice. So yeah, right now, he's doing pretty good on his own, but we're doing zone 15 and stuff. I honestly don't feel that this is gonna be like a Prime League bot. It could be down the line, but I'm not seeing it. And now we'll adjust some things, and Blackout requested Rat Bat on him, so we'll go throw some Rat Bat on him, see what he does that way. Where is my Rat Bat? Probably closer to the top. Yeah, right there. We'll put Rat Bat on him. Yeah, his ability cost is 4+2, so you can, as you saw from the plays that I've been doing, 4+2. You can kind of spam them, I would say, but I wouldn't. Let's try a zone 16 base. It's a little expensive, but at the same time, he's doing some major mad damage with this, And bringing in Rat Bat with him, bringing him in here, and I want to attack this scanner so he does some damage around everything. Ooh, interesting result there. But yeah, he did, and there goes Rat Bat's Hacker. So this is definitely interesting. Wow, just took that out. That was good. So yeah, he's gonna be good for helping your squad break up, clustered areas or goosenecks or bottlenecks in the base. Help clear it out. And ooh, there's a shield gen. See that, guys? See that? Let's see what he does against the shield gen. And up. And it looks like he's got a little bit of a disable ability, but didn't quite take out that shield gen. We're going to have to bring in some extra bots here to give him an assist, because that Deathsaurus really hurt him there. But he didn't do bad on that shield gen. It's just above falling out. So it'll take him 2 hits maybe, or 2 uses, even if you went with something nearby to help take out that shield gen. We're gonna drop Demolisher here, because now we're in a major cluster area. But yeah, so he's doing good, and as you saw, he helped clear out the bottom of the base here so that the team could just pretty much just walk right up and address things. So I think in the terms that where the team went with him being a disruptor type bot, I think that'll definitely work. So Volcanicus, hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Roy Gamer, yeah, he is good for gunner bots, but this isn't a gunner. He's a special. He's a ranged special. So we got to take that into account. But I have to say that he did actually really good against that shield gen. He didn't take it out, but he did really good with it. So, I mean, if I didn't get bogged down there in that overall little cluster on that base with that Deathsaurus, probably would have been able to use the ability again and take it out even from the side with that Ore 13 harvester that was up there. But now we're going to try Fracas, because everybody loves Fracas except me. I get the appeal, I get the understanding to Fracas, but there are other combats that complement bots a little better, in my opinion. Again, that's opinion. Take it as you will. Okay, so we got a decently front-loaded base here, so let's see what we can do here with them, especially with Fracas. Fracas didn't give him much, gave him a bit of a range up extension, but not that much. It's pretty much right where he needs to be. But I know Fracas will help heal him, so maybe we'll get him living a little bit longer, and plus the acid helps too, but acid and electricity, as we learned, don't really play well together. They can do some stuff together. They can complement one another, but yeah, but as you can see, he can help clear out bases. He can help address, you know, those clustered areas that most people can get hung up on, that Iron Bison and Light Speed may not necessarily be able to address. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. And yeah, Fracas is healing him well, keeping him alive. But he got disabled here. And we'll have to wait for the disable to time off here. There it goes. Probably an FFD or a motion sensing mine. But we're going to head over here. And yeah, still does some good damage around things. And no, he does not trip outpost bots. So unlike Iron Bison or other bots like this, he will not activate or trigger, whatever you want, pop outposts, which I think is a great little benefit, especially when he's using his ability. And I really like that. And where did he go? Oh, he moved all the way up here. Yeah, so he kind of acts like a scout without the hop back. He will go after things. But let's see this. We got a big cluster here with an MDS, and he did some good damage against that mortar. You know, so he is doing pretty well, and I'm gonna restart Prima's ability here. This is a little bit of Prime's 2.0 preview here as well, where you can reuse the Prime ability. And that was all Wheelie and Crasher. So yeah, they did a really good job so far on them. I'm really liking it. Roy Gamer, yeah. The one thing that does annoy me a little bit is that Scorpiolator doesn't heal like Fracas does, but he is well complemented for this bot. He really does do a nice job in that case. I don't think it could be a perfect match, but it's a darn good one. It's really up there. And let's see what we've got going on in the chat otherwise. Okay. Volcanicus says, only the bots that are worth it. Oh, I must be missing something. Okay, so combo wheelie with air raid. Okay, that's slipstream for the Decepticons, but yeah, I'll give that a shot. See how that'll work. Could I take them to general and playtest? Yes, Blackout. I can take them to general, and we can do that before we do our air raid, our slipstream test. But yeah, I can take them up to general for you. Here we go. I'll take them up to general for you. Okay, there he is. General for you, Blackout. Let's see. And, okay, let's see. What else do we have going on? How much damage his SA deals? Oh, Blackout, you kind of missed that. It's right in here. He deals some electrical damage, 8219 in electrical damage now that he's general. So maybe now that he's a general, maybe he'll take out that shield gen like we were trying. But you know me, I like to keep things vanilla at first, and keep things interesting. But as you can see, I've got the G1 maxed out in G Metal rarity. So hey, Berserk, glad to see you come to the stream. So yeah, let's do this. Oh, I just clicked off the wrong one. Yep. But now that he's general, let's see what he will do. And yeah, his SA is about to do some more. Let's take him into the prime zone now that he's a general and he's got that 20% healing health on him. We'll take him up into the prime zone. And oh, okay, this is going to be a fun challenge for him. Now, I'm just trying to solo him right now. I know I'm not going to be able to, but let's see what happens. Right up in there against that MDS. Oh, took it out. On the first try, took it out. Okay, so yeah. General rank is definitely going to be helpful for ranking this bot up. That, ooh, let's see against this outpost. Oh, just dropped the outpost. Rammed right into him and dropped it. That was nice. And yes, I do have Scorpulator back on him. So yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. Let's crank it up here. See if we can't get some good damage going. Wow, that opened up that whole top part up there. That really did. And get him some more ability points so that we can. That was Scorpulator going off there and cleared that out. And we got some ability points against the shield gen. Let's see what he does, because now he's in stealth. Boom! Took it down, Blackout. He took down that shield gen at general rank. So yeah, he could do that. And we'll drop in Prima here to smack these bots up. And yeah. So that was definitely a good exercise there. I know didn't win it because, like I said, I wanted to solo him. I brought Prima in, but so yeah, at general rank, he can definitely take out that shield gen first go. So that's definitely an interesting playthrough there. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here in the chat, because I was playing around. Let's see. Did they forget about the mechanic blind? No. He has stealth, but the blind became disable, or stealth rather. I'm sorry. So Berserker, that's kind of what happened in that regard. And we did a couple of playthroughs earlier where he did get blinded and disabled. So, let's see. Roy Gamer is really hard up on Ratbat and Scorpulator for him, which, yeah, I can definitely see that. We had Scorpulator on him now. Did really good. I would say at least pair him with a medic, because he's a little fragile, but he survived really, really long. And even with that. So, yeah. And Twilight is breaking YouTube by the looks of it. Smokescreen, QOL is quality of life. So we're getting, like we had said earlier, some quality of life improvements, mostly directed at the primes right now. Whereas you saw in that last couple of replays, we can reuse the prime's ability. You can generally get up to 1 or 2 uses depending upon the squad and the base build that you get. Let's see. Theme-wise, the ability is more crasher than wheelie. Yes, Yes, Berserk it is. Um, I have been noticing that with the bots that we do in playtest, they tend to lean towards the con side for lore, um, uh, or at least lore accuracy in that regard. But yeah, they do tend to go that way. And as good or as bad as you want to say it, GoBots are official Transformers too. Let's see. So, Blackout says, uh, Winbot so far, it's playtest at the moment, but can't wait to see the final results. Yeah, like I said, we just got them yesterday, like yesterday morning, and I know Twilight, Acid Storm, myself, we all scrambled to get him working and stuff. And Acid Storm, don't think I did not see you in the chat. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you. And let's see, we've got Twilight is saying, and Acid Storm. All he said was several, never said how many or what it's up to speculation. I must have missed something up there. Okay. I probably did. Yes, Berserker, the GoBot did, but the Transformer did not. And some of the GoBot line, when Hasbro took them over, I want to say were introduced in Armada or Rescue Bots, one of the two. I don't really remember because I didn't watch those series. Let's see. Alchemist would be a good core for them. We'll give that a shot. We'll try that out, maybe, if. But I like sticking with the G1s, but we'll try giving an Alchemist core for him. Let's see. Yeah, I really do like him with Scorpulator. Is this the Prime changes as well? Yeah. I did show that off Blackout a little bit. Some of the Prime changes. Where you, like I said, where you can reuse the ability more than just deploying the Prime in there. So yeah, could do that. Yeah, I kind of agree with Twilight. I wouldn't quite say changes. I would say adjustments and tweaks. Some refining of them. And I think Smokescreen is confirming that it was Armada that the GoBots came into. Let's see. Funny enough, Wheelie is listed as a survivalist and has high endurance. Could argue as a warrior. You could, in some ways, argue that they would be a good warrior class bot. I kind of like them as a special because it gives them some freedom, a little bit more freedom. And not limited to a melee range. So I like that a lot. That is definitely one thing I like that they didn't do with them was make them a warrior. Let's see. Okay, now we're talking about the toys. Okay. Yeah, like Berserker said, this Crasher is based on the recent release, which they did. And it is kind of a Mirage recolor and repaint. And but it is very, very close to the original Crasher black car and pink face type thing. So yeah, it's more of a hybrid between the two. But yeah, it is definitely a Mirage repaint. The showcase of Crasher. Okay. So let's go build them. Let's go build this bot up a little bit more. Let's see what we can do. We've got some Alchemist, and we want a couple of different pair ups. So I'm just going to clear this entire team. And Tigertron is Waspinator. Do I have Waspinator in a 5-star? I do, right there. And then we'll do. We'll bring in the new bot. I thought it was higher up than this, wasn't it? Because we just made him a general. there it is. And we're saying Alchemist. Okay, we'll see. That's not the Alchemist core, is it? No, that's Amalgamous. Alchemist is not that one. Or that's Megatronus. That's the Alpha Trion, Solus. That's Prima. Oh no, there it is. Alchemist right there. Alright, we'll throw Alchemist on them. Alright, there we go. We've got Alchemist. And we're going to keep Scorpulator on here unless somebody wants to try something else. I'm actually considering Power Punch. I do like Power Punch. He's one of my favorite combats, and I believe he does a little bit of healing. So no, he doesn't do any healing. Okay, but a little bit more electric here. And the reason why we chose Waspinator is because Waspinator does both cryo and electric. And let's see cryo. All right, let's see Skyhawk. All right, yeah, we'll bring Skyhawk into it. I don't think I have Skyhawk as a 5-star. I'll double check. Unless somebody else saw it in here and I just scrolled right past it. Oh, we'll do the Slipstream. We'll do Slipstream first. And then we'll do Tiger Hawk and Waspinator. We'll do Slipstream. Let's see how this fusion combo goes. And we'll do it up in Zone 15 because this is CFTactics. You know, we don't do anything usually within the suggested zone. So let's see. Oh, more front loaded. Okay. This ought to be interesting. So we're going to deploy them both here. We're going to put Slipstream right there in the middle. And with this, let's see, with his added damage and it's pretty much the usual Slipstream combo. But I do like the fact that he is adding extra damage to it, to the surrounding buildings. But so does Slipstream. So I mean, seems. I'm gonna say it seems pretty typical, but this would be a good pair up. I'm not gonna lie. Crasher and Slipstream, Wheelie and Air Raid would definitely be a good combo, a good pair up. I'm definitely not gonna say there we go. We got hit by mine. We got disabled for a minute. But yeah, they're not doing bad together. This is not a bad pair up. That's not what. Wow. Okay, that was intense. That was huge. That really cleared out this area of the base up here. But Slipstream died before her ability went in. And yeah. All right, that was a pretty good pair up. I'm not going to deny that. That was a damn good pair up. So yeah, that was good. And we will get Crasher back in there, and we'll do the Waspinator for Cryo or Skyhawk. Yeah, we'll do Skyhawk. Skyhawk's always fun because he spreads too. So, and that motion sense in mind, yeah, is a burden. Like Twilight and Action Whale and myself were commenting in playtest yesterday, I discovered playing it on my own base. Motion sensing mines are like a bane for this bot. They really are. They're gonna, if we hadn't cleared out that front part of the base before we hit that mine, Crasher probably would not have survived it. But yeah, let's get these two going. Let's get Skyhawk right there at the shock tower. And then we'll bring Crasher in. Didn't spread that as much as I was hoping it would. But still cryoed it and did a nice bit of damage. So yeah, this too is a good pair up. Let me make sure that the ranges are in place. Okay, yeah, they do have a good comparable range. And yep, as you saw, I got hit by that motion sensing mine, which kept them pretty much out of work for the majority of the time there. So yeah, motion sensing mines are going to be a bane of existence for this bot. They're really gonna really mess with this bot's longevity, and especially if you've got some strong outpost bots. We got Pyromagna here. Took down Swoop pretty quick, but yeah, can't the MSMs are really gonna be there we go again. We got hit again. So yeah, this has been a good run. This is hitting it in all the right places, hitting a specific user type. This is where we're gonna get a lot of things going here. And apparently my 5-star Guy Hawk was not leveled up, but that's not a bad pair up. So it's gonna be an interesting thing to see. We're gonna see a lot of motion sensitive mines come back once people realize that that Wheelie and Crasher are susceptible to them and can really keep that bot in place for a bit. So yeah, we're it's going to be interesting to see. And Berserker is just flooding the chat. What are you talking about now? Fellbat and Crasher from Dr. Claw. Okay. Fellbat and Crasher. I see where you're going with this, Dr. Claw. I definitely do. And I'm interested to see how well this goes. Because I'm not going to lie, I am still a big fan of Fellbat myself. I do love him out there. But yeah, let's see what Fellbat will do. And am I scrolling past him or something? You know what? I should just go by name. Sometimes it's easier that way. Especially when you got a lot of bots, I find it's kind of easier just to go by name, because that way I won't pass it by because I know where I'm looking. But yeah, there he is. Fellbat and Crasher. All right. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Zone 16. So we're gonna definitely. Oh, okay. This is a good. I swear, guys, I don't ever try to. I cannot. I wish I could get this lucky on live server. I don't get this lucky anywhere except playtest when I'm showcasing bots like this. This is going to be a great test because here we go. We've got the disabled from Fellback going on with a shock. Wow. And clearing it out. Let's just call it what it is. This is definitely clearing out the base. We're gonna stun. We're gonna keep things down. I know that these guys are not immune to electrical damage, but boom, boom, boom. They are doing a really good job. And let's see if there's a combiner in here. It doesn't look like it. I may have looked out for this. It does not look like there is a combiner here. And yeah, adding in that double disable from Fellbat and from Crasher is really just cleaning this base up. And I mean really just cleaning it out. So, their roles, Wheelie and Crasher, as a disruptor, for helping clear out bases and such, is definitely, I would say, on par with kind of where they wanted to be for how they designed them. So I definitely think that we're in a good state with that whole Let's disrupt the HQ layouts and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a great pair up. That was a great pair up. Thank you. And let's see. Smokescreen's asking who Guy Hawk's counterpart is. That would be Brainstorm. And let's see. Twilight says, Lucky Me is the name of the base. Well, apparently I get some pretty good draws for bases here on playtest and during my streams. So I'm rather impressed. Yeah, Smokescreen's right. He went from 120 volts to 240 volts, and I would dare say he went triple phase with that. So, Dr. Claw, thank you for that pair up. That was a brilliant strategy, and like I said, I saw where you were going with it, and I'm glad that it did not disappoint. I'm really happy with that. That was good, and you guys know I love it when you guys offer these things out there in the stream and stuff. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting. It makes it interactive. So yeah, that was great. I really appreciate that, and I'm not going to complain at all. This was really good overall. And just as a reminder, bring you guys back with the bots info here. You know, they do. These are, you know, people were moaning and groaning when they heard it was Wheelie and Crasher, and hopefully they'll see them here on my stream or on the replay, and you know, be like, oh, okay, they're not really as I thought they were, you know, and they're really not. They're actually really decent. Would I say that they're Prime League worthy? Possibly. We still got a lot of tweaks to make and a lot of adjustments, I think. But they could possibly go that route. They could definitely mess up some bases and help clear out. I would call them more of a pathfinder than a disruptor. I get where they're going. I get where the team is going for on the disruptor side, because you know it disrupts the enemy base layout. I would say that they're more like a pathfinder. They partially act like scouts. They partially act like warriors. So it's a nice little mix in between the two. So let's see. Berserk says, do they attach to any cryo combat like Tiger Chest? Not yet, but that is a great idea that we can throw up to the team, especially considering that they do electric damage. But I've got the list right here up on the screen. If you want, I can blow it up a bit, just so that we can see the list. Here we go. Humongo. We're going humongous right now. So yeah, they don't equip Tiger Chest, probably because he's not a warrior or a melee bot. But there are definitely some good options available in this list. And if you guys still can't see it, I'll blow it up even better. Here we go. We'll blow it up. So it will equip a number of very versatile ranged bots and some companions. So it's overall very good. A cryo gunner combat is needed. I would agree with that, Berserk. I really would. Yeah, I would definitely say we do need a cryo combat for our gunner. You know, for our cryo gunners. I would definitely agree with that. Because I don't think we actually have any combats that do cryo that I can recall. Other than Tiger Chest. And Tiger Chest is obviously a special and warrior. So, Radio Wave asks, and welcome to the stream. If you came in late or I missed you earlier, um, that is a good question. Is it a fembot? Well, let's go find out. I believe it is, but I may be mistaken. I may be mistaken, I may not be, but we're going to find out together. Because that's what we do on my streams, is we make sure that everybody tries to get a good thing here. And Crink enters the battlefield. That's the bio so far. So yeah, we've got some playtest placeholder info here. But yeah, I do believe Crasher is still a fembot. From they didn't do a gender swap. I hope. But yeah, Crasher is female. It looks like. So this will be, like I said, I think this bot is going to do really good. And that last run that we did had Power Punch on him. So I'm going to say, don't overlook combat bots that you normally would not choose. Obviously people are like, yeah, we want Fracas on them. I would argue that and say, no, I don't want Fracas on Wheelie or Crasher. I really want, their bot here with it. I would say go Scorpulator, go Power Punch. Power Punch is a good combat in my opinion for him, just because I think he's got great health. He does some DPS boosting. He does not like shock towers, and he does electrical damage just like the bot. It would be nice if we did have some cryo bots, like Berserker was saying, some cryo combats there. But we can't. and I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Berserker, no, it's a ranged special. He does. They do have that scout feel to them, but they also got like a warrior feel to them. I would not directly compare them to Iron Bison or Lightspeed. Yes, their abilities are somewhat similar, but I would not compare them in that regard. They're definitely like more of a Pathfinder disruptor, kind of like how the team wanted to spec them out. And I'm actually pretty happy in that regard. Dr. Claw says, Scout bots can be very beneficial. Yes, they can. And I have been an advocate for a number of years now of we need to bring the Scout class back. Because a lot of people are like, how do you know that these bots are Scouts? Well, one, they hop. Two, they rush ahead of the squad. And they're generally some set of the faster bots, with bot speed. But I definitely think that we do need to bring the Scouts back as a class, and not a subclass of the special. So, I mean, I've really been a strong advocate on that. And most of the surveys, when they ask me, that's another reminder to do. They did put out a survey. It's in the newsletter. For helping direct the path of new bots and new content coming in the game. Definitely, I would suggest get your contributions out to the team with the new survey. Please do that. But yeah, I would also say we do need the Scout class back, and almost in every survey, I don't think I did it this last one, but most of them I do say we need the Scout class back. But yeah, like I said, this has been a weekend chock full of info and content. You know, we got two new building reveals with the storage, but I didn't think you guys wanted to see an empty square. And with the new Energon harvesters, which I really do like, they do really look nice. Um, you know, so I mean, it's been a very good week in terms of content, and you know, I brought in my newest ad. So yeah, you know, I hope that you guys are kind of liking, because I mean, I was dreading the idea of oh gosh, we're getting wheelie, and then oh gosh, we're getting crasher. No, and you know, I should have just kept an empty mind in that regard, and yeah, smokescreen. It's pretty much just a nice little empty square that they showed us, you know, with a rim of HQ colors. It's your standard storage. Nothing fancy to gawk at. But yeah, you know, and I'm glad that when they came into playtest, I kept an open mind. I was checking them out. I was looking over their stats, and they've got some good damage. They've got some good health. Like I said, about the only tweak I personally could make or suggest is a little bit of a range increase, and I think we would be golden in that regard. You know, yeah, I get where you're coming from, Berserk. Keeping it lore accurate to the GoBot side, where Crasher was a devastator of Earth, you know, but maybe we can get that added on later, you know, because I did see some of the effects there that looked like there was some uh, ground spoiling on those effects when they crashed into buildings and such. So maybe we can do something like that, or like you're suggesting here in the chat, add that as a passive. You know, that would be really cool in that regard too. Um, but yeah, I've got to admit, overall, a very strong opening for the new bots, and thankfully, we're not completely dismayed by the new bots. So I'm really happy to say that the studio has been listening to us. They have been like, stop giving us crap. You know, the biggest load that we got was Sideways. So much promise and such a huge disappointment. And then we've got two bots that we were like, no, and boom, here they are. They're doing pretty good. So in that regard, I think it's pretty good. Um, Smokescreen's asking, any chance or any plans of adding Outback to the game? I couldn't tell you, man. What Hasbro and the game devs are able to bring the game is a circle I'm not part of. So and it's okay. I don't have to be in every circle everywhere. You know, I'm good with right where I'm at. I'm all over the place as it is. You know. um, but yeah, so we got some good bots, and we got some promising buildings going on here. I really am digging these Energon Harvester designs. They are looking really nice, and they do kind of look like my computer, with the exception of the side cylinders. So yeah, I'm kind of interesting in that. Did they break lockdown Huffer's DPS difference in the update? We haven't gotten it. I haven't seen it on playtest, but I'll honestly be truthful with you, Blackout. I Ever since their rework, I really haven't touched them. And yeah, I know that's like a year and a half or so. Since their rework, I really haven't touched them. I'll be honest. I find that some of the bots reworks definitely do do good justice to the bot, and others are just like, why did you rework this bot if you're gonna do this to it? You know. So yeah, I honestly I haven't touched them, to be honest. Uh, and yeah, see Twilight's with me on that. It does kind of look like an engine, and I do like that. And hold on, guys, I'm gonna move something out of the way. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it yet. Probably not, because it's black. It's stroking in and out. Nope, the camera does not want to. My computer engaged its cloaking device, but yeah, these things look kind of like my computer. It's really interesting in that regard. So like I said, I'm not opposed to these designs. I really do like them. Radio Wave was like, it needs more cowbell. Well, maybe I'll add cowbell to next week's stream. We never know. So yeah, guys. Um, wow, this stream went by fast. It went. It went really smooth, really nice. Hopefully, no, we didn't have too many issues because I did put the new ad down there of the CFTactics experience. Wouldn't be a CFTactics stream without a few bugs. And I will have that. I will have that new ad up on the CFTactics Discord server later today. And yeah, smokescreen. I very well may post a picture of my computer just to show you what I'm talking about. Always more cowbell. Yeah. See, even Berserker is kind of agreeing with me in this regard that the lockdown rework was a massive waste. The stealth was a good idea, but losing it, losing the turret wasn't. The solution's right there. Yeah, and see, I these were all points that we made with the lockdown Alpha rework. We're just like, you're taking a good bot and making it crap, and they didn't want to hear it that way. But guys, yeah, thank you for having a great stream. Great, thanks for the interactivity today, and thanks for testing out some of these new builds with Wheelie and Crasher with me. As always, like, subscribe, share, get notifications, join the CFTactics server on Discord. We can continue this going down the way. Make everything interesting and fun. And again, as always, as I wish you guys all luck in having the event and all the contents coming out, keep up the heroic nonsense, my friends. Have a good weekend. Contact me